hours late, the city's slow, and in your eyes the softest glow. We've walked through storms, through quiet nights, through wrong beginnings and half-made rights. And somehow after all this time, your name still rhymes inside my mind. You pour the wine, you smile that way, the one that hides what you can't say. We sit in sweaters, loose and warm, the kind you keep for nights like storms. You ask me if I'm doing fine, but God, I'm better when you're mine. Not mine like ownership or chain, but mine like comfort after pain. You move so slowly to the couch, like you're afraid of wanting too much. I know that look, I know that fear. I've wanted to in younger years. We've loved too hard, we've hurt too deep, we've lost the ones we tried to keep. But there's a mercy in your touch, a softness saying don't rush too much. I've seen the nights you couldn't sleep, your past replaying on repeat. You say you're scared of loving me, scared of the things you cannot see. You don't want promises that fade, or flowers bought but never stayed. You want a love that learns the truth behind your quiet, guarded youth. I'm not a savior or a saint, I won't pretend or lie or paint, but I can meet you where you stand and hold your trembling, honest hand. Let's not pretend we're 22. We know the world, we've bled a few, but darling, older love can bloom in softer hearts and steady rooms. If time has carved us into two, love with patience, not with cue, then let this moment be the start of choosing slowly, heart to heart. After all this time, it's you, the quiet, steady tried and true. Not the lightning, not the fall, but the one who answers when I call. I don't need the perfect rhyme, I need your breathing next to mine. Through every doubt and every climb, I still come back to you. After all this time, hold me close, but hold me real. Love is something grown, not still. The candle flickers in its glass, memories rising from the past. You talk about the love you lost, the years you paid, the heavy cost. You say you're scared to start again, to trust someone with who you've been. But I'm not here to take your tears, I'm here to count your quiet years. The ways you learn to stand alone, to be your own, to build your home. Let me be someone who sees the woman grown through tragedies. Not someone blind to what you fought, but someone loving all you brought. You trace my jaw with trembling hands, like testing if this moment stands. And oh, it does, more than you know. I feel it in the way you glow. We don't need passion on the floor, we need what leaves us wanting more. A kiss that lingers just enough, a whisper warm, a knowing touch. We're older now, but love still blooms in kitchens lit by quiet moons. We're wiser now, but hearts still ache for something real, for something safe. If love is patient, love is kind, then let me learn your careful mind. Let's talk about the things we fear, the dreams we lost, the ones still near. Let's build a world where we can stay till morning wipes the doubt away. You don't have to give me all, just Just trust me not to let you fall. We've both been burned, we've both been scarred. We've learned that loving can be hard, but sometimes healing starts with this. A gentle night, a tender kiss. After all this time, it's you, the quiet, steady, shroud in a truth. After all this time, it's you, the quiet, steady, tried and true. Not the lightning, not the fall, but the one who answers when I call. I don't need the perfect rhyme, I need you breathing next to mine. Through every doubt and every climb, I still come back to you, you after all this time. Love me slow, love me wise. Look at me with honest eyes. Maybe we won't last forever. Maybe we will if we're gentle together. Maybe the world will pull us apart, but not tonight, not this hard. I'm not asking for the rest of your life, just this moment where we drop the knife, where we stop fighting ghosts of before and kiss like grown hearts wanting more. Let tomorrow be tomorrow's test. Tonight let's teach our hurt to rest. Lay your fears on my chest a while. I'll hold them all and I'll make you smile. After all this time, it's you, the quiet, steady, tried and true. Not the lightning, not the fall, but the one who answers when I call. I don't need the perfect rhyme, I need you breathing next to mine. Through every doubt and every climb, I still come back to you after all this time. Stay with me, breathe with me. That's the love that sets us free. The night grows soft, your heart beats slow. You whisper secrets I already know. I hold you close, you close your eyes. No fear between us. You close the curtains halfway, not enough to hide the night, just enough to soften the world outside. The way grown hearts do when they're trying to let someone in without shaking too much. I sit on the edge of your couch, coffee still warm in my hands, and I swear the silence between us feels like a language we used to know, but forgot how to speak until tonight. You tell me you've loved before, the kind that starts fast, burns hot, and collapses under its own fire. You say you don't want that again, you want something that breathes, something that doesn't need saving, something that can stay without demanding the whole sky. And not because I understand, I've been the one who ran and I've been the one left behind. I've memorized the ache of coming home to no footsteps, of hearing your name in a room that's suddenly too quiet. We're both scarred in ways we don't have to explain. Not tonight. You sit across from me, knees pulled in, like you're protecting something fragile, and then you look up, really look, and the room shifts, like the world just remembered how to breathe. You say you're scared, that you don't know how to love slowly, that your heart moves like a river in spring, quick, rising, drowning everything in its path. I smile, because mine has been a desert for years, steady measure, too dry for storms. Somehow, somewhere between your floods and my drought, we meet in the middle where grown hearts learn to fall without breaking. You don't have to give me every truth tonight, just sit with me in this gentle light. Love doesn't have to be a fire at all, sometimes it's just choosing not to fall alone. So let's fall the way grown hearts do, slowly, bravely, seeing every scar as something true. Not reckless, not rushing, just honest and quiet, like the moon choosing the ocean again and again. If loving you means unlearning fear, then let me practice here. We don't need forever to start, just the courage to share a once broken heart. We're grown hearts learn to fall. I wanna fall with you. No promises, just presence. No fireworks, just essence. You tell me the last person you loved left without a goodbye, just a suitcase of their absence and a note that wasn't worth reading twice. You say it taught you to fear the quiet moments most, because that's where love tends to slip out without closing the door. I tell you, my last love didn't leave fast, she faded slowly, a little more every morning, until one day I realized I was holding on to a ghost with warm hands. It taught me that heartbreak isn't loud, it's patient. It waits until you're soft, then cracks the safest part of you. Your eyes shimmer like you understand, not because our stories match, but because our wounds run. You reach for my hand, hesitating like someone stepping into a cold river. But when you touch me, it feels like a season change, and not suddenly but surely. And you whisper, I don't wanna lose myself again. I squeeze your fingers gently and answer, you don't have to. Real love doesn't erase, it reveals. Your shoulders drop like you've been carrying years of unnamed weight. You lean into me, slow, deliberate, and rest your head on my chest. I don't move, I don't speak, I just breathe with you until our rhythms learn each other like they've been waiting to sink for a long, long time. We don't have to fix what we've lost, we don't need to be who we were. Love can be something simple, soft hands, clear eyes, a room where the past finally feels quiet. So let's fall the way grown hearts do, slowly, bravely, seeing every scar as something true. Not reckless, not rushing, just honest and quiet, like the moon choosing the ocean every night. It has a choice. If loving you means unlearning fear, then I wanna practice here. We don't need promises carved in stone, just a reason to not fall alone. Where grown hearts learn to fall, I wanna fall with you. Hold me close, but don't disappear. Love me slow, I'm finally here. Maybe we won't last forever, but maybe we will, because we're not running, we're not pretending, we're not trying to be perfect, just present. Let the young love burn bright and fast. We'll take the kind that's built to last, the kind that forgives, that listens, that stays even when it's hard, that chooses you again after learning all the places you've been hurt. If that's grown love, then that's the only kind I wanna know. Let's fall the way grown hearts do, slow, steady, seeing beauty in what we've been through. Not desperate, not loud, just too two souls allowed to be real for once. If this is love, then let it be ours. Quiet, deeper room where we both exhale, where grown hearts learn to fall. Fall with me and I'll fall with you. The night softens, our breaths align, and for the first time in years I feel the door closes behind you with a soft kind of courage, the kind that doesn't echo, the kind that doesn't scare the night. You take off your coat, place it carefully on the back of my chair, like you're afraid you might disturb something delicate. Maybe you are, maybe we both are. The air between us feels warm enough to melt a little truth, but not enough to spill it yet. And that's okay, we've got time tonight. You stand in the doorway of my living room, hands in your pockets, shoulders slightly raised, like you're wearing the weight of too many careful years. You tell me you're not used to being understood, that people love the version of you with clean edges and no story. But I don't want the polished part, I want the version you talk yourself out of sharing, the version with quiet fears and inconvenient hopes. You hesitate, eyes lowering, as if you're deciding whether I've earned the right to hear the softer parts of your voice. I don't say anything, I just sit there patient enough to make space. We sit at opposite ends of the couch at first, not far but not close enough for the truth to startle either of us. You talk about work, about your week, about the things grown-ups say when their hearts are walking backwards towards something tender, and they don't want to trip. But then your voice shifts slower, slow into the rhythm of something real. You mention the fear of being left mid-sentence, the way someone once walked out when you finally opened a door you kept locked for years. And I feel something in me soften, a recognition, a quiet me too that I don't say aloud, because sometimes silence is the most honest reply. You don't owe me every truth tonight, just the small ones you're brave enough to let out. And I'll meet you there, halfway to honest, halfway to home. Let's be halfway to honest, not rushing, not hiding, just two grown hearts unlearning the fear of confiding. You don't have to be perfect, you don't have to be new, just stay here in this moment and let me meet the real you. If we fall slow, but we fall true. Halfway to honest is close enough tonight for two. No mask is brave, no lies, just depth. You shift closer, barely an inch, but in grown-up love an inch can feel like a confession. Your knee brushes mine, accidentally on purpose, and you murmur, is this okay? God, nobody asks that anymore. Nobody pauses long enough to let consent feel beautiful. I nod, because it's more than okay. It's honest, and honesty looks good on you. You start talking, really talking about the parts of you you've kept in storage, the lonely parts, the proud parts, the stubborn parts that don't know how to ask for what they need. And every word you speak is a brick removed from the wall you built years before I arrived. When it's my turn, I surprise myself. I tell you things I swore I'd keep folded at the bottom of my chest. I tell you I hate the version of me that tries too hard, that hides too fast, that shuts down when life gets loud. I tell you I've lost love by being too careful, and by being not careful enough. And you listen, not like you're waiting to respond, not like you're collecting evidence, but like my voice is allowed to take up space in your evening. I feel something unclenched deep inside, a quiet cognition to exist without disguise. We're not trading secrets, we're trading presence. We're not falling fast, we're falling real. Let's be halfway to honest, not perfect, not fearless, just willing, just two grown hearts learning the art of soft filling. You don't have to know the end, and you don't have to plan the view. Just lean in slightly closer and let me understand you. If we fall slow, but we fall true. Halfway to honest is close enough tonight for two. Come as you are, mess truth scars. Maybe the world outside is too loud, too sharp, too quick to decide what love should look like. But here in this dim apartment, we get to rewrite the script. Love doesn't have to be cinematic, it can be two tired hearts choosing softness over fear. It can be simple, I'm here, I'm staying, I'm not scared of your quiet. If honesty is a road, let's walk it slowly, hand in almost hand, steps in almost sink, until almost is just us. Let's be halfway honest, no rush, no need to hide, just two people choosing to sit a little closer tonight. No promises carved in tomorrow, no pressure to define, just the beauty of being present in a moment that feels like a sign. If we fall Your jacket hangs on the hook by the door. A simple thing, but somehow it feels like a promise. You didn't have to speak, the lights are low, your footsteps soft as you wander into my living room, carrying the kind of tired you don't show to just anyone. You let out a breath that sounds like trust, and suddenly the room is different, warmer, closer, yours. You drop your keys into the bowl, the sound is small, but it hits deeper than it should. Because keys mean staying, keys mean choosing, keys mean you didn't run tonight, even though running used to be a way of surviving. You take a seat across from me, pull your sleeves up, rub your wrists the way you do when you're trying not to shake. I'm not good at this, you say quietly. Not good at letting someone see me, and I smile. Not because it's funny, but because I know exactly what courage sounds like when it's spoken through fear. I tell you, it's okay. You don't have to perform here. Your stare softens like no one's told you that in a very long time. You talk about your day, the part you ruined, the part you fixed, the part you hid from everyone but me. You tell me about the mistake that's been eating at you, the one you've been circling like a wounded animal. I listen, not to solve it. You don't need a hero, you just need a witness. And when your voice cracks, barely perceptible like a thin line splitting under pressure, I pretend not to notice, not to spare you, but to let you keep your dignity in the space between us. You rest your elbow on your knee, head in your hand, and you whisper, I don't know why I'm always afraid you'll get tired of me. I move closer, close enough for warmth, but not close enough to overwhelm. And I say maybe because you've only known the kind of love that leaves when it gets heavy. Your breath catches a small surrender. You don't need to be perfect to be worth staying for. You don't need to shine to be loved. Some hearts learn late, but they still learn. It's in the way you stay, not the words you say, the way you walk back in, even on your hardest day. You don't need to promise me a flawless heart. Just show up with the pieces and let me hold the part you hide the most. Love isn't magic, it's choosing anyway. And baby, I love the way you stay. Stay tired, stay real, stay messy. I'll stay still. Tell you about my past, the part where I pretended I didn't care, the part where pretending became a habit, the part where love was something I survived instead of shared. You listen, really listen, with the kind of attention that feels like a soft hand on a bruised memory. And when I say I'm scared too, your shoulders drop like a weight just rolled off you. You reach out, touching my hand lightly, barely a graze, but enough to say I see you. It isn't a grand gesture, it's better, it's honest. Sit together on the floor, backs against the couch, knees almost touching. You lean your head back, eyes closed, and say, I want something real, but I don't want to lose myself again. I tilt my head, watching the way your lashes tremble. You don't have to, I whisper, real love doesn't take away, it expands. You open your eyes slowly, like you're letting that truth settle in your bones. And in that quiet moment, your hand finds mine, no hesitation this time, no fear of being seen, just a simple desire to stay connected to someone who understands the language of softness. Love doesn't fix the broken parts, it gives them somewhere warm to rest. It's in the way you stay, not the words you say, the way you come undone, but don't push me away. I don't need devotion written in gold, just the courage to let me in when your world feels cold. Love doesn't need perfect, it just needs okay. And baby, I love the way you stay. Stay flawed, stay brave, stay here. Maybe we're both learning how to love without losing, how to hold without gripping, how to want without fearing the echo of abandonment. Maybe this isn't the kind of love that sweeps you off your feet. Maybe it's the kind that lets you stand and still feel safe. Maybe this is the first time either of us has realized that staying isn't about obligation, isn't about need, isn't about fear. It's about choosing the same person again and again, even when the day has been cruel and the heart unsteady. If that's love, then don't kiss me quick. Sit with me slow. Lean your head on my shoulder and breathe like you mean it. Because it's in the way you stay, in the quiet you give, and in the chance you take when you let yourself live in someone else's presence without apology. That's the part of love that feels like honesty. You don't have to sparkle, just don't walk away, baby. I love the way you stay. Stay real. Stay becoming, stay here. Just in closer. You step inside my apartment like someone's stepping into water. Carefully, slowly testing the temperature with your heart. You hang your coat, brush your hair back, and look around with the kind of gaze that wants to belong but is scared of wanting. And I get it, wanting is dangerous for people like us, people who've loved hard, hurt deep, and learned to build quiet borders around the parts that never heal. But tonight you sit beside me, closer than before, close enough to let hope breathe between us. Tell me you've been thinking too much lately, that your heart is full of unfinished stories and honest questions. You say you're not sure you know how to love without expecting the worst. To walk through the door, I nod because I know the sound of someone holding themselves together with invisible string. You rub your hands together, a nervous habit, and whisper, I don't wanna lose myself trying to love someone again. And I answer, then don't lose yourself, bring yourself. Your breath catches, your shoulders fall, and suddenly the room feels warmer than any heater I've ever owned. I tell you that love hasn't always been kind to me either, that I've tried too hard to be what someone wanted and forgot to be what I needed. I tell you I've been abandoned silently, slowly, as if I wasn't worth the decency of a full goodbye. And you look at me like you're seeing a reflection, not the same pain, but the same shape of it. You reach for my hand, touching it lightly, testing the truth of the moment, as if love might break if handled with the wrong pressure. It doesn't, it warms. We don't have to fix the past tonight, we just have to let it rest long enough for a little hope to unfold. If you're willing to stay, I'll meet you halfway. Not in promises, but in presence. Not in perfection, but in honesty. We don't need a miracle to make this true, just the courage to let me near you. If love is something we both outgrew, then let's learn it again. Soft, slow, and new. If you're willing to stay, I'll stay too. to stay, I'll meet you halfway. Not in promises, but in presence. Not in perfection, but in honesty. We don't need a miracle to make this true. Just the courage to let me near you. If love is something we both outgrew, then let's learn it again. Soft, slow, and new. If you're willing to stay, I'll stay too. No fixing, just feeling. No pressure, just healing. You open up in small careful doses, like someone pouring water into a cracked glass, hoping it won't overflow. You talk about the time you loved someone who needed saving, and how you slowly forgot you also needed light. You talk about forgiveness and how it feels heavier than anger ever did. And I watch your lips tremble on certain words, the painful ones, the ones that still echo in empty rooms you haven't stepped into in years. I don't interrupt, I let your truths find their own shape in the air between us. Then it's my turn and I tell you the things I've been hiding. How I flinch when someone raises their voice, how I shut down when I think I'm too much, how I spent years learning to pretend I didn't need tenderness. Your eyes soften, not with pity but with recognition. You shift closer, slow, cautious, like approaching a wounded animal. You wanna help but don't wanna scare. Your forehead leans gently against my temple, a touch so small it feels enormous. We're not falling fast, we're falling right. One breath, one truth, 1 inch at a time. If you're willing to stay, I'll meet you halfway. In the nights you overthin, in the mornings you feel weak. We don't need grand gestures or perfect timing, just two hearts quietly aligning. If love once felt too heavy to hold, let this be the place we lighten the load. If you're willing to stay, I'll stay too. Stay soft, stay scared, stay anyway. Maybe we're learning that love isn't found, it's allowed. Maybe we're learning that home isn't a place, it's a person who doesn't demand you clean your heart before coming inside. Maybe we're learning that staying isn't weakness, it's courage disguised as tenderness. Maybe you don't need to be unbroken to be loved. Maybe you just need to be willing to let someone love the broken parts too. If that someone is me, let it be. If you're willing to stay, I'll meet you halfway. In every doubt, in every fear, in every truth, you're brave enough to whisper near. You don't have to shine to be something I choose. You don't have to win to be someone I won't lose. If love is a lesson we're learning anew, then let tonight be lesson 2. The alarm goes off at 7:03. Too early for a Sunday, too late to call it night. You mumble something into the pillow, reach out half asleep until your hand finds my side, like it's checking that the world is still okay. The light sneaks in around the curtains. The city yawns outside our window. And for a few breathless seconds, it's just us. No deadlines, no emails, no ghosts. Just the quiet miracle of waking up next to someone who stayed. Your hair is a mess, mine isn't better. We're a pile of wrinkles and warmth, and the kind of comfort I used to think only existed in movies or other people's lives. You squint at me and laugh, don't look at me, I'm a disaster. But I've never seen anything more beautiful than the version of you that's not performing for anyone. I trace a line from your shoulder to your wrist, memorizing the map I've already traveled 1,000 times, and still I'm not done learning you. We don't say I love you right away. We say, did you sleep okay? We're out of coffee, 5 more minutes, and somehow it all means the same thing. You shuffle to the kitchen in my old t-shirt, grumbling about the floor being cold and the world starting too early. I watch you move around the room like you belong. Opening cabinets, pouring water, humming that song you hate to admit you like. These are the moments I used to overlook, the quiet ones, the in-between ones, but now they feel like the whole point. I've had the late nights, the fireworks, the grand confessions under city lights. They were loud, they were bright, they didn't stay this. Your hand reaching for mine as you pass me my coffee. Your sleepy smile when our fingers brush. This feels like love that remembers to return every morning. We don't need an audience, we don't need a stage, just your coffee breath, my messy hair, and a table we keep coming back to. Every ordinary morning with you feels like a quiet I never knew. No grand design, no perfect line, just your tired eyes looking into mine. If love is real when nothing's new, then baby I know I'm in love with you. Not just in the moonlight, not just in the view, but in every ordinary minute I get to spend with you. Toast crumbs, slow songs, weak coffee, strong us. You sit on the counter, bare legs swinging, telling me a story about nothing important. A cowwork or a strange dream, a memory from when you were 10 that still makes you smile. And I find myself falling deeper with every mundane detail. I used to think love was only in the big moments, the trips, the fights, the dramatic goodbyes. But now I see it's here too, in the way you push your mug slightly toward me so I can have the last sip, and the way you roll your eyes at the same joke and still wait for the punchline. Because you know I like telling it. There are dishes in the sink, laundry on the chair, a bill on the table we've been ignoring for a week. We are not a photograph, we are not filter perfect. We are two people trying to figure out how to hold on to ourselves and each other at the same time. Some mornings we're quiet, tangled in old worries. Some mornings we bicker about time and about toothpaste caps, about that one thing we keep meaning to talk about and never do quite right. But even then, even on the mornings that don't look like love, you still put an extra spoon of sugar in my coffee. 'Cause you know I always forget. You still kiss my forehead before you leave, even if we haven't untangled every night yet. That's how I know, that's how I know this feels real when it's not brand new. Then baby, I know I'm safe with you. Not just in the highlights, not just in the view, but in every ordinary morning I get to spend with you. Take my days, not just my nights. Take my flaws, not just my lies. Maybe we'll grow old in this small place, arguing about groceries, sharing the same bed through different versions of ourselves. Maybe there'll be weeks where we barely talk, days when we feel like roommates instead of lovers, moments when it's hard that neither of us signed up for. But I don't want a love that's easy, I want a love that's honest, the kind where you can say I need space and I don't hear goodbye, where I can say I'm not okay today, and you don't try to fix it, you just sit beside me until the air feels lighter. If that's all our love ever becomes, a safe place for two completely split souls to rest, it will be more than enough for me. Every ordinary morning with you feels like something. City lights are painting silver on your skin. Two glasses on the table, let night begin. We're older now, but somehow it feels brand new. Every quiet in the room is leaning into you. We've both been broken, we've both been tired, burned by the heat of a love that expired. We learned how to walk with our hearts in a brace, smiling with strangers, hiding our space. You said you don't believe in forever anymore, you only trust in soft steps and opening doors. But I've been watching how you fix your hair, how you laugh like you're afraid of how much you care. There's a record on, spinning low in the dark. We talk about years like a map of our scars. You say you lost pieces you can't get back, and some days your chest just feels like a crack. I'm not here to promise I can make you whole, I've got enough fractures inside my own soul. But I can pour us a drink and I can stay and listen to everything you don't know how to say. We don't need fireworks to prove that this is real, we don't have to rush the way we feel. If love is just a house that we rebuild from dust, let's start with something smaller, let's start with trust. So let me be your slow burn promise, nothing wild, nothing dishonest. No always, no never, just I'm here tonight, learning all your shadows, memorizing light. I don't need an ending written in stone, I just want your hand when you walk back home. If tomorrow scares you, we can stay in this kiss. Baby, all I'm offering is a slow burn promise. No race, just your heart, my space. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe out. That's what love's about. Tell me you're scared of starting again, of calling someone lover and losing a friend. You've seen how sweet can turn into a race, how I love you can vanish without a trace. I won't pretend I'm innocent too, I've walked away from something true, but there's something tender in the way you frown, like you're still hoping the right one will come around. We're not kids, we know how this goes, how distance grows in the space no one shows. But I'm not asking you to fall overnight, I just wanna be the reason you sleep alright. I'll text you home when the evening is late. I'll wait in the doorway. If you say wait, we'll learn the tempo of a patient touch, the art of loving without too much. We don't need fireworks to prove that this is real. We don't have to rush the way we feel. If love is just a house that we rebuild from dust, then every little moment is a brick of trust. So let me be a slow burn promise. Nothing wild, nothing dishonest. No always, no never, just I'm here tonight. Learning all your shadows, memorizing light. I don't need an ending written in stone. I just want your hand when you walk back home. If tomorrow scares you, we can stay in this kiss. Baby, all I'm offering is a slow burn promise. No rush, no race, just your heart, my space. Breathe in, breathe out. That's what love's about. Maybe we'll break, maybe we'll bend. Maybe we'll just be two good friends. Maybe we'll wake up 10 years from now, coffee in the kitchen, wondering how. Two tired hearts with too much past found something steady that chose to last. I'm not here to sell you a perfect life, just calling your name in the softer night. So if you're willing, let's not define what we don't know. Just draw the line from your shoulder to my hand and see how long this flame can stand. Let me be your slow burn promise. Nothing wild, nothing dishonest. No always, no never, just I'm here tonight. Learning all your shadows, memorizing light. I don't need an ending written in stone. I just want your hand when you walk back home. If tomorrow scares you, we can stay in this kiss. Baby, all I'm offering is a slow burn promise. No rush, no race, just your heart, my space. Stay close, stay near. We'll rewrite our fear. Turn the record over, let side B play. Leave the dirty glasses where they are today. We'll clean up the pieces when the morning's grown. For now, just let your tired heart feel known. City lights are fading, but we're still here. Two grown hearts drawing each other near. If love is just choosing the same soul twice, I'll choose you slowly, and that's my sacrifice. Not kids in some backseat dream, no mixtape fading on a dusty screen. This is takeout boxes on a Friday night, two tired souls in the softest light. Your blazer on the chair, my heels on the floor, keys on the counter, hearts by the door. City breathing slow outside our walls, and somehow, baby, this silence calls. The kitchen counter, sleeves rolled high, steam from the kettle curling up like a sigh. You say your day was fine, but your shoulders tell more, like you left a little piece of yourself at the office door. I laugh about my deadlines, about coffee going cold, about emails that pretend they own my soul. We trade those tired stories that grown-ups do, but under every sentence I'm just watching you. The way you loosen your tie, like letting go. The way your eyes find mine and suddenly glow, like the whole damn week was just prelude to this small apartment and our quiet mood. You slide a glass across the table, red like ducks. Cheap or expensive, we don't even ask. We've both learned labels don't carry a heart. We've loved pretty bottles that broke us apart. You talk about your whole life in pieces, not whole, like postcards sent from a younger soul. The love that ran on drama and fire, on slamming doors and getting higher. I tell you about the man I thought was it, how we fit on paper but never quite fit. We smile at each other like survivors do, a little ashamed of what we once called true. We're too old for fairy tales that end in gold, but too young to live with our hands on hold. So we stand in this room with our flaws in view, asking quietly, can I still choose you? Because this feels like grown-up love. No fireworks falling from above, just your hand on my waist in a borrowed shirt, talking through our histories without getting hurt. No forever tattooed on the wall, just I'm here tonight. If you start to fall, we don't have to rush, we don't have to prove. Baby, this is what it's like when grown hearts move. Slow dance in the kitchen light, 2 past 1 present night. No script, just truth. This is our late bloom. End up on the couch with a half-watched show, dialogue playing but running too low. Your fingers draw circles on the rim of your glass, tracing the ghosts you're trying to outlast. You say I'm not easy, I overthink, I build tall walls when I start to sink. You've got a list of reasons to keep me away, to close all the curtains, to call it a day. But I've carried my own list, folded into all the parts of me I thought nobody could view. The jealous ache, the stubborn pride, the way I shut down when I'm hurt inside. So I take a breath and I give you my mess. No filter, no filter, no pretty dress. I tell you I freeze when someone yells. How I'm fine has been my favorite shell. How I once loved someone who loved the chase and lost the interest when I found my place. How I fear being too much or too quiet. How I break alone instead of starting a riot. And you listen, really listen. I soft mouth still, like every broken piece of me is something you can feel. You don't rush to fix it, don't say it's okay. You just say thank you for telling me anyway. We're not asking love to make us new, just to make space for what we've been through. If there's a future in this living room, let it grow slowly, let it have room. Because this feels like grown-up love. No spotlight shining from above, just your palm on my cheek when my voice turns small, saying you're allowed to take up it all. No happily ever written in stone, just you don't have to do this alone. We don't have to rush, we don't have to prove. Baby, this is what it's like when grown hearts move. Hold me, but don't erase me. Love me, but don't replace me. Let the kids chase fireworks with cheap electricity that works, the kind that keeps the fridge on, the lights off, the bills paid, and the feeling that someone has your back when the world forgets your name. Let the movies sell us drama, we'll take comfort over trauma. The sound of a shower running late, your keys in the bowl at 8:30. The text that says home on a Tuesday night, the answer almost that makes it alright. Maybe love is not a storm to survive, but a small calm place where we arrive. After all the battles, after all the noise, where we finally learn to choose ourselves and then choose someone who doesn't ask us to stop. Yeah, this feels like grown-up love. No angels singing from above, just your hoodie on my frame, your coffee mug with my name. No perfect lines or fairy dust, just imperfect people learning trust. We don't have to rush, we don't have to prove. Baby, this is what it's like when grown hearts move. Slow dance in the kitchen light, 2 scars, 1 gentle night.